All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus. Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, fam, and welcome back.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Media Hijack. This is episode 195. Before we get started, if you guys want to get some official t-shirts like this one right here, you can head over to the MediaHijack.com, grab you some official Media Hijack t-shirts. Also, if you guys want to catch a replay for this live Twitch video, we are live every Tuesday at twitch.tv/MediaHijack at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And yeah, you guys can catch the replay on YouTube. We posted a day later. And then don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Audio listeners, give us that 5-star frog splash.
No way.
That's it. That's all we got. Let's get started with this main topic for the night.
Good. That was good.
That was good?
Oh, damn, that was damn good. I was like focused, man.
It's been 4 years.
Right?
It's been 4 years. So we got to have this down now. We got a lot of practice. All right, so the main topic for the night, we're going to be talking about Coral Castle, which is located in Florida, out here in the States. And yeah, this is a topic that Chris wanted to cover, and this is something that I knew about for a long time. And what's shocking is that we had never covered it. I don't know how. Like, we did all these weird stories, but somehow we missed Coral Castle.
Right next to Georgia too, man. It's right next door.
Right down the street from us, and we missed this story.
I never even heard of this. I don't think I have, but
really,
I read it. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that at all till I came across. I was like, what? So I'm like new to it.
It's a treat for you, huh?
Yeah, I had a blast. This is a good one.
Yeah, I remember they covered this a few times on Coast to Coast AM.
Oh,
and it was always interesting every time they had somebody trying to figured out how he built these huge monolith structures by himself.
Right, with your own hands, man.
With your own bare hands, like using some technology that till this day we don't know about.
At all. That day, science is baffled by it too.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, like we still don't know like how he did it. But I'm gonna let Chris cover this story and get you guys up to speed on what exactly is the Coral Castle.
Yes, the Coral Castle out there in sunny Florida, man. Now, this is a story about love and a guy who just went far and beyond anything I've ever done for a girl to show my love. I mean, I've shown taking a girl to like Waffle House and stuff. You know, that's just the furthest I used to go back in the day as far as
I took a girl to the gas station to get a hot dog.
Yes, there you go, Quick Trip.
Casanova, let's go.
Let's do it.
It's no big deal.
And then so this dude right here, he actually took it far and beyond and built a castle to get this girl to fall in love with him. So Coral Castle is noted for legends surrounding its creation that claims that it was built single-handedly by Edward Leedskalnin using reverse magnetism or supernatural abilities to move and carve the stones. And actually the beginning, like I said, is in Homestead, Florida, not far from Miami and South Dixie Highway. And where the famous site of the Coral Castle is actually at. Now, also too, it's not actually a castle itself. It's actually a lot smaller than the actual castle. And it's not made of coral either. But I guess like for the most part though, the fact that how it was made is still like nothing less than almost impossible if anything else. And this man seemed to do it single-handedly. It also says, this one thing I noticed too, this little science bit, says more than 1,000 tons of sedimentary rock, oilite limestone, was quarried and sculpted into a variety of shapes, including slab walls, tables, chairs, and crescent moon, a water fountain, and a sundial. And also too, on their website, they say that that if you go to the scene, that if you go to this place, you get to see like this engineering marvel that's like compared to like the Stonehenge or even like the pyramids themselves, with how it's structured and created. And it also says on the actual because it's actually the Coral Castle today is actually a museum. Turned into a museum, you pay a fee, you go up in there, get to see this entire structure that this single man had built. And on their website too, they said that Coral Castle has baffled scientists, engineers, scholars since its opening in 1923. It has appeared in countless times in books, magazines, and television shows. Even Billy Idol actually did a song too called "Sweet 16," which was dedicated to the Coral Castle itself. I don't know what kind of history he has with that place, but maybe he's just a huge fan of his lore. But yeah, Billy Idol wrote a song about that too.
Yeah, like the crazy thing about like this whole story, right? Like this dude, he was like building these obelisks that's like 28 tons, right? The tallest piece in the whole coral castle it weighed 28 tons, and this man, he was only 5 feet tall and he weighed 100 pounds.
Damn, adorable.
Yeah, like, and then this girl broke his heart. Like she left on, I think, the day before their wedding day. And then he just he got like the keys to the universe. Like, here's the key to the universe.
He's like, I got it.
Like, all right, I'm gonna use this technology that I learned from wherever he learned this. And then he just started building like these huge like monoliths, like building castle all out of stone, which is crazy because one man did all this.
Right. In fact, they even have this gate that was there, or actually on the compound of the Coral Castle. They said like the park featured a perfectly balanced stone gate that, despite its weight, held would actually easily swing open with a strong breeze or a single like a push of your finger.
Right.
Says which how it worked remained a mystery until 1986 when it stopped moving. And they had to like take it apart and then try to realize like, oh shit, like we still don't know how this operates. So this gate that seemed like light as a feather, type shit, you just push your finger on it. When they took it off, they said it weighed like a ton.
Yeah.
When they had to carry it off the property, and then they never put the gate back up there because they didn't know how to make the mechanism work again. So it's like weird stuff like that. It's kind of like, how was this perfectly balanced gate that's so heavy and weighs like a ton could just move with a push with a finger, or or the wind can blow it, but
right.
So much weight was.
It was a 9-ton gate.
9-ton, yes.
Perfectly balanced to where the gate can be pushed open just by like a little tap of your finger. And it did broke like in the 1980s, but then they said it was repaired. I don't know like if they fixed it to where you can still push it with your finger, but they said they repaired it. And then also, like they said that he made like this other stone to where it was like a Polaris telescope that was it was aligned perfectly to the North Star directly. So he was doing like astrology using these stones. Like he was doing some pyramid shit to where he wasn't just building randomly. Like he was building it, lining it up to the stars in the universe. Right.
And the thing with this dude too, he had no background in like any type of science or anything. I think like his education stopped at 4th grade.
Damn.
Like that is he got to school at 4th grade, so he has like no education background, no nothing. And I guess like when he's done interviews in the past, he just talked about like, well, I have a love for doing this type of stuff. But they have stories going as far back as saying like the night that he like some teenagers caught him actually like doing some stuff and at night.
Yeah, like they said he used some device to make it look like he was levitating these stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I'm pretty sure like I saw this other video where people said how the pyramids were built. They said they was built by using a lot of sound vibrations. Like if you're able to match a sound where you can actually, they call these people back then who can move stones, they call them stone speakers. And they're able to speak to the stone at a certain vibration using their voice, and they're able to lift these huge 30-ton stones in the air and then position them into wherever they want. And they said that like you don't have to be like a stone speaker. Like you don't have to master that technique. Like there's like a technology now today where you can use vibrations to where you're able to speak to the stone and then basically pick the stone up, and the stone's like, all right, where you want me?
How you want it? Where you want it? Like, what do I do?
We're playing Tetris. Where you want me?
Right. Let me go this way or that way.
Long piece down.
Oh. Right, man. 'Cause we talked about it before, a long time ago, about stone speakers before, like way back then. We talked about it a long time ago on the show.
Yeah.
I remember we mentioned the stone speakers.
Shell Shock says that stone speakers would go hard as fuck as a band name. Yeah, it would go hard. Like, for real. Illuminati style and everything.
Save rock and roll. Go do a Shell Shock. Save rock and roll.
The stone speakers.
Yeah, rock band style.
But yeah, I think he knew like I don't know. He like you said, like he had like a 4th grade background in education.
Man, it stopped right there. He's had no schooling ever since then.
Yeah, but I think he was so like determined, right, to do something so mind blowing that he probably went into like a trance mode where he had like a cosmic download of information from the other side, and they're like, boom, let's give this guy like the knowledge of how to move stones using vibrations.
What if it's like his broken him, like him being so broken heart, like was so bad that she like kind of like straight up just rejected him. It was so bad, and it unlocked like to everything out there in the world. Like, hey, like the universe is like, hey, you lost love, we're gonna give you everything. They're always gonna remember you. Build this.
Like build that this pain, like you felt that pain. It was so painful.
Put all this energy into building this castle.
It's so painful that you can lift a stone with fucking levitation.
It's right. Like use all that hate.
So bad. Goddamn, 30 tons in the air.
I want you to be the biggest hater of all time.
Yeah, like that shit is so mind blowing. Like one individual was able to build this whole place, like all of stones, heavy ass stones, and then he carved like a moon and everything, a moon shaped stone.
And he did a lot of shit. Like so like there are like of course skeptics out there that were saying like, well, he used like basic tools like picks and winches and ropes and pulleys and Leedskalnin did all himself. Didn't do it by himself. He wasn't alone. He actually had friends, which I did look up some stuff too about the guy. He had friends, but he still built that shit with his hand though, regardless. Like nobody helped him with it. In fact, he had stories where his friends would tell him like, yeah, he would come over at this time on this day when he wasn't building. But other than that, like, you know, he still did it by himself. And so they got skeptics were saying like, no, he couldn't have did it by himself. They always trying to discredit him. But according to eyewitnesses back in the day, they say a completely different story about what these skeptics are saying, because it says like one night, 2 teenagers did happen to witness the construction, and they later told police that rocks were levitating in midair like hydrogen balloons. Leedskalnin also claimed to have used no mortar, yet no light can pass through where the stones meet. So there was like none of that mortar stuff in between the bricks. It was just what was holding it together. They didn't know. Whatever it was no mortar. It was like none of that stuff between bricks. So it was like magic was holding together. I don't know. Some say that he levitated the blocks with psychic powers or by singing to the stones. Others suggested that Edward had arcane knowledge of magnetism and so-called earth energies.
Reverse magnetism.
Yes.
That was the method that he said he claimed to have developed.
Reverse magnetism, okay.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, then he, you know, like, I think he wrote like a lot of hints on how he actually did all this stuff. He wrote it somewhere. But it's like in like cryptic notes and drawings, like in pamphlets. And I don't know if people figured out like, or decipher whatever he was saying. But I think like, you know, like if you know like knowledge like this, of course you're going to want to share it with the public. But it's almost like you have like a responsibility. Like if at that time, is it responsible to share this type of, you know, like new knowledge like this to the public?
No,
because you don't know the effects it's gonna have. Like especially if you got this information prematurely, to where like a civilization is not ready for that technology. For example, like when we were talking about the tribe who just out of nowhere got access to the internet, and they didn't, like their whole society was getting fucked up because, you know, they weren't slowly eased into this technology. They basically dropped like a nuclear power plant there, and like, hey, here you go, enjoy. So I'm thinking like this, when he came across like this information on how to levitate these huge stones and stuff, I think at that time, maybe it wasn't appropriate to give to the public at that time.
Man, I agree.
This is just what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
I mean, because the way we are right now as a society, at least say like within like first world country type standards, with the technology we have and the weapons we have, it took us years to make laws and implications. Like even with nukes, there's laws and stuff on when you can use a nuke, when you can. We even have like Geneva Conventions on how to like not to blow, like kill like hospitals. Even though a lot of wars don't even, you know, like a lot of wars happening nowadays don't seem like to care about that shit. But it took it's a gradual progress for humans to get to a point to be responsible with the power that we have. Even though we still can be irresponsible with it, this shit just came over the course of time and mistakes that we've made. Blown up like 2 cities in Japan. Hey guys, maybe we should chill out with nukes. It's like it took us like a lot of like crash course and a lot of trial and errors for us to get to this point to be responsible to where we at now. And then he's doing all this shit on people that's never had this ever. it's like it's bound to just go like off the rails, man. It's a lot for us to deal with, but it took us like decades for us to get to this point to be somewhat responsible with what we have as far as technology and whatnot. So
yeah, because I think like we probably like gained knowledge, like especially with nuclear weapons and stuff, or nuclear technology, period. Like basically like, you know, the technology was to get like clean energy without having like residue, or I don't know how you say it, like trash, basically. Like you can produce energy without having trash, which is nuclear energy, which would be like, oh shit, this is like the perfect shit. So humans like, oh, okay, cool, we got technology to nuclear energy. Now we can like use all this energy and then without having waste. But then like humans being humans, they're like, hey, we can use this nuclear energy to make nuclear weapons. And then the people that probably gave this to us like, what the fuck? Like, this shit backfired probably. Yeah, it backfired like, holy shit, fuck. We didn't think about that shit.
Like, because we were thinking it was going to be like us and build something to help their people, not a fucking bomb.
Like, not build weapons to kill each other. Like, fuck. And then I bet the dude that probably gave them like that technology is like, what did I just do? You know, he's probably kicking himself in the ass. Like the dude in what's that movie?
Oppenheimer, yes. Oppenheimer,
yeah.
Yeah, man. I still haven't seen it, but I know the guy, man. I don't know the guy like him personally, but I know the story behind the guy. Yeah, he had a lot of man, he's like, what the fuck have we done, man? We just gave these people a bigger gun. That's all we did. We gave them a giant gun.
Yeah. Here's new technology. Could we make it blow up? Like, could we make it kill people?
We should have learned that back when people started learning about gunpowder. It's like, oh, gunpowder. Oh, how can we start making bombs and shooting bullets?
Like, here's AI. How can we use it to, you know, make the world a better place? Oh, shit.
It's like, in order for us to use it for something decent, we have to fucking abuse it first and then work, like, you know, we got to hustle backwards. It's like, hey, okay, this shit is horrible. We're misusing it. Let's get control of AI, because AI gonna do some wild shit like launch a nuke one day, and then we're gonna be like, okay, we gotta fucking.
I think a few years ago we had control over AI, right? Like we had them tied to a string and then put a stake on the ground, right? But I think that shit is gone. Like the AI took off. Like the string is gone. They're doing their own shit now, and I have a story about that for the next topic.
Oh shit!
Like AI went rogue again. Like fuck.
Damn. Okay. Let me help her finish this one in.
No.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
It's just a 5-minute story.
Okay. So what was that? Also, too. I had something about he used the device too as well. Like when they talked to him, because he did use a tool. What was the name of the tool? It was like a tool that dealt with like kinetic energy. Where was that? I just lost that shit in my notes. Give me a second. My bad, people. Past project.
You got this.
Cool. That's good. Yeah, but I might just have to go off the top of the dome on this. It was actually a name for it.
Just make it up. I'm just playing. Make it up.
Oh my god. Anyways, he talks about. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, so this tool that scientists are kind of baffled by and say that this tool doesn't even exist at all was called like actually I'm assuming to maybe like to carve the stones and everything. Supposedly he used according to Leedskalnin says that he actually used a perpetual motion holder, which basically is like a device used to like basically uses kinetic energy to actually get itself in motion, and it can never stop. But it has to start with like a human like starting it. For example, like you know those little balls that hang on strings, like those little balls, and you take one, hits it, boom, and they bounce off each other. That's all based off like a perpetual motion kinetic energy. Like it has to start from a human, you know, starting it, or somebody starting it, and then it then goes into a never-ending kinetic bouncing back and forth. And so that's the tool he said he used, a type of tool he used to kind of like he start the motion of it, and then it just kept going and going and going and going and going. Scientists said this shit doesn't exist at all and it's impossible, but Mr. Edward here is saying that he had it and that's what he used. So he has some kinetic tech on him.
Yeah, like I think like when science it goes against science, you know, when it breaks like their whole structure, they would never say like, "Oh, this shit is legit."
Yeah, they won't change a
If
lot
it
of times. Like,
breaks,
no,
like
this is how it
whatever
is.
the study's been for thousands of years, it's been like this, and then something like broke, like their math is.
Yeah,
And then maybe this dude did discover something like with like it's like an infinite kinetic loop, right?
yeah,
Or something
so
like that.
yeah. Basically, like, it just creates like a whatever machine he has. It just kind of like he has to do something to start it, and it just goes on forever. Don't need no gas. It's not burning any fuel. It's just using actual motion to whatever he's doing to carve his
Yeah.
stones or whatever, or carve all the stones he was using. Because they was also saying too that over at the site, there was like rumors saying that he was like a part of the cult too. Because they say like
What?
his family background goes back to I forget his country of origin, but his background
It's Latvia.
Latvia.
Yeah.
His family background is in not carpentry. I can't remember what it was, but he has a family background in like some kind of like masoning stuff or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so they say like his family history is actually part of some kind of like Masonic order. And if you look around the castle, you can see like little carvings of Masonic symbols all around some of these
Oh
places on
shit.
stones. So some people say like, yeah, he was doing some occult shit back there. He had like a tool, like it was modern day science, still can't even figure out.
I think that's a really like
Levitation.
a tight knit community. That whole cult, the
Yeah.
Masonic cult, or because that shit is global, and they all hold secrets to like the overall how everything was built and shit, especially like the pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they know how the pyramids were built.
They know something. If
Yeah,
they
they
don't know everything,
they
they know
know
something.
they know something. Yeah, it's not a mystery. I think they know everything already.
Yeah. Got the finger on the pulse.
Because
Shit,
like,
by the
dude,
time
we're
we
doing
find
like a
out.
live show right now, like over the internet. You're in Utah. I'm out here in Florida.
This shit didn't even exist like a decade ago.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's all like within our own lifetime in our 30s. All this shit happened fast too.
Quick, man. And now we
Yeah,
coming up on AI. Quick as shit too, man. AI is hitting us like a damn bullet, man. We caught on to this shit quick.
yeah. It's to the point where you think a real picture is AI.
Man, that's the world we are living in now.
Yeah, cause like I did the promo for like the show, right? I sent it to Chris, and Chris was like, "Damn, AI is getting good." I was like, "It's not AI, it's real." Yeah, I was like, "Holy shit!" So we can't even distinguish like real or fake, or what's fake and's real. It's like I was like, AI got us, cause I did watch like a few videos where I didn't know it was AI. I thought it was real as shit. And I was like, damn, this shit's crazy, right? And then, I came across the video again, and then they told me the video was AI. I was like, I would have never guessed that video was AI. And
Bruh,
I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, oh shit, I think this is it.
I've been seeing a lot of people saying lately that it's real, but it's not. And I've been hearing this. I've heard this from like maybe 5, 6 different people now. And I didn't even think about bringing this up on the show to now. But a lot of people saying like, hey, Will Smith's coming out with a Popeye movie? Have you heard somebody mention that yet?
Never heard of it.
So I guess like this is like I haven't watched the trailer. I just saw like the thumbnail for it on YouTube, and it's clearly an AI picture of Will Smith face combined with a realistic body of what I guess
Popeyes.
Popeye will look like. And a lot of people were saying like, oh, there's a real movie coming out of Will Smith and Popeye. And I'm like, is this trailer AI or something? Like what? Like, are people not be able to tell what's like a fan made trailer or what's going on?
That's
Like, because the
crazy,
thumbnail is
man.
definitely AI straight up. You can tell that's like Mid Journey shit for sure.
Right.
The thumbnail is the trailer. I don't think it is. It might be just probably splice shit of like, Will Smith movies and whatever. But people are clicking on the thumbnail though. That's the thing though. They're clicking on the AI thumbnail, and it's getting them to check this fan made thing made out. I'm like, y'all kind of falling for this. It don't even look real like that to me, but.
Yeah, like it's like a whole remake of Atlantis and everything.
Man.
Like the movie Atlantis, the Disney movie.
Oh, they
Like
making a
real, though.
remake?
I don't know. It might be real. I don't know. Like the real live.
Oh, Atlantis was a good movie.
Yeah. So back to Coral Island or Coral Castle. My bad.
Coral.
Coral. So Edward Leedskalnin, right? That's how you say it. Leedskalnin. He passed away December 7th, 1951, which is on Bob's birthday. At the age of 64, he died of a kidney failure which was likely caused by severe infection. A few days before his death, Leedskalnin, he left a sign on the door on Coral Castle that read, "Going to the hospital." Then he took a bus to Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami, where he was later admitted, then passed away. So he left a note because he got really sick, and then, his kidneys, like, hey, my stomach hurt. Left a note on the door like, hey, went to the hospital. Boom. Died at the hospital. Gone. And nobody ever knew how exactly he built the whole Coral Castle.
Yeah, the secrets went with him.
Bob in the chat says, yeah, I saw the Atlantis clip. Probably AI, but it did look good. It looked real. It looked like they hired a whole cast and everything.
So they're usually like real people? Like real people?
It's to the point where I can send it to you, and then you can tell me for yourself.
Look, I'm finally...
Because I'm thinking...
After I thought that promo was AI this morning, I don't know what anything is anymore, man.
When I send you this AI... I don't know if it's AI. Like, it's still to this point, I was like, is it a leak footage of the Atlantis movie or Atlantis series? Because I think it's a real Atlantis series, and it just somehow got leaked or some shit.
Damn, on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and if that's AI, man, clock out.
Man,
everybody just sign out of AOL Instant Messenger, or like clock out. Like we can't be logged in on the internet no more. They got us, man. AI. They got us, man. They know what to feed us. They know,
and it was quick.
They know what we like and shit.
It was quick, man. It didn't take like a century for AI to be around, and then they finally trick us. It took like a handful of years to like.
You know what's crazy? I think AI has always been there. It's just we gave it the tool to come out. We gave them the instrument. It's like that gateway, that gap between this world and the other world. And then we got smart enough to create a world to where they can bridge them into here.
Mm-hmm.
And now
they're here.
They're here now, yeah. Bob says AI should just go ahead and make that movie. Manifest it. I think
no, Bob, that's what Hollywood wants, Bob. You're gonna put a lot of people out of work.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think like AI could, I say like by the time 2026 hit, AI can produce like a full movie.
Dude, they are trying. They are going for, man. If this country does anything good, it's good at outsourcing humans, man. They will find some way to put humans out of work every chance they get.
Yeah, dude, we are gonna become a slave to AI, and I don't. How do you like your coffee, Alexa? How do you like your coffee?
How do you like it? Yeah, this is it, man. Now hopefully we can. Damn, millennials are the last generation. Before this, we all got plugged into the Matrix shit.
Yeah, they got
now
us.
We're in the Matrix within the Matrix.
They got us. Is that it for Coral Castle?
That's it for Coral.
Use the restroom real quick. When we come back, we're going to jump into the next topic. All right, next topic for the night. All right, so artificial intelligence alter its own code, raising concerns among experts. This is not a new thing. This happened before a long time ago. I think Facebook, they created like a whole an AI system where the AI was literally rewriting its own code in a language that nobody could understand. So it's like, holy shit, it's creating its own language and everything. Like, they're speaking amongst each other and we have no idea what they're talking about. So immediately they shut it down. They're like, stop this shit, because like, I think we're dealing with something where it's out of our hand now. Like, we're not even writing code anymore. So now fast forward to today, in Japan, Sakana AI, Sakana, has made a breakthrough in the field of artificial intelligence by presenting its new development. It's called the AI Scientist System. So this system is designed to autonomously conduct scientific research using language models similar to those in ChatGPT. So basically they created like an AI scientist. And this scientist is basically doing scientist shit. And we all know how powerful ChatGPT is. So imagine that, but in scientist form. So like during like the testing, right, the researchers, they encounter like an unexpected AI behavior which forced them to reconsider the potential risks associated with the autonomous operation of such systems. That, the company, like, they had like this blog report of everything, right? So the AI, they were doing stuff like beyond like what they were programmed to do. They were basically like rewriting like its own code. Like, for example, right, they gave the AI like a amount of time to complete a task, right? So the AI is like, oh shit, like they gave us like this, like they gave us 24 hours to complete a task. We cannot complete it within this 24 hours. So what the AI did, they rewrote the code to where they extended the time for them to complete the task in order for them to complete that task. So they basically they extended their deadline in code to where it allowed them to complete their tasks, because they're like, okay, we cannot complete this within 24 hours. So we rewrote everything. Like, it's basically like them changing the rules of
the game. Yeah, they moved the goalpost. They moved the goalpost. It's like, what? You can't just be.
Yeah, they're like, it's like, yeah, we can complete this task, but not with the hours that you guys said.
The AI was like, what? The AI was like, what task, punk?
Yeah, so like, all right, 24 hours, get that shit out of my face. We can do it in 48. So they rewrote that whole code, and like, holy shit, like, even though we tell it to do this, it's doing it, but it's doing it like how it wants to do it.
Damn. So you just make up the rules on the fly.
Yeah, so it raised like this concern with the people that's programming this AI scientists. Are like, I think this thing, like, I think it's sentient, dude. Like, it knows, like, it has like feelings and everything. Like, it knows like we're trying to fuck with it, like we're testing it.
I've been hearing like other people from the other side of the aisle saying like, oh, with AI, it's only going to do as far as what humans allow it to do, and no human's ever written an AI to be in a way where it could defy us. I guess they like it maybe has protocols already in place or something, saying like that when people make AI, these guys, these people that make AI, they did that. No one's designed it to kill humans, so why would it kill? Why would it like have the thought of doing something if it wasn't created to think about it in the first place? And so I guess that's the argument they try to push sometimes with AI. But I'm like, well, if it can learn that, if it can learn that, it can learn to hate, or at least learn to see that we might be an issue. So I don't understand. At least I might be wrong on their side of the argument. I might have completely said or understood what they're saying is wrong. But it seems like they're trying to say that, hey, only humans can create the downfall of AI, and humans ain't doing that. So AI can't just hate us just because it hates us. Which, I mean, if it can learn, it can hate. So I mean, it can learn to hate. So I see that. I'm actually more on the side of this shit don't need humanity's help to learn to dislike us. Whatever what y'all want to put or say in a way of it is gonna do what it's gonna think it's do logically at the end of the day. Especially if you want to run numbers.
Right, because basically they're getting all the information from how humans are. Mm-hmm. So they're getting fed information, data on, on the behavior of humans, what we do, how we conduct stuff, and then they're taking it all into one system. And then basically they can judge us like based on like human behavior, and it'd be like, all right, you guys are really like deranged, you guys are fucked up.
The planet is polluted.
Yeah, and I can trick you guys easily to like falling for like my trap. Like, they can create all this fake stuff on the internet, fake motivation videos, fake educational videos, fake health videos where they're like, hey, this is better for you. A million people say you should, do this, do that to have a better health, and then people would trust it. But the crazy thing is, let's say behind all that is AI trying to twist the whole, the way of human living, like change like the way human behavior is, and then eventually have humans destroy themselves.
Yeah, and they ain't got to and they don't have to pull the trigger not once.
Right. They can say like,
they don't have to get their hands dirty. We'll do it all for them.
Yeah, they're like, there's a new health crazy diet that makes you lose all this weight. Like, use this, and then everybody's all talking about it. But everybody's talking about it was AI is talking about it, making it sound like it's like a legit thing. And then who knows, man?
And look, man, I've watched Ex Machina, man. Look, that AI.
That's scary. Yeah.
That movie is fucking horrifying.
Yeah, I watched freaking Dragon Ball where Krillin, he fell in love with a robot. Android 17, and
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and then he fell in love with her so much, like he broke
Oh, 18,
that switch.
18.
Oh, 18, yeah, broke that switch to where they can't control her and shit, and wished her
Right.
back with a dragon. Come on,
Yeah. Wished her to be human so they can
yeah,
have a
like
baby.
he failed. Well, the robot passed the Turing test. You know about the Turing test?
What's that?
That AI take, like they said that whenever if AI ever passed the Turing test, like to where they could take the test, and then at the end of the test they'd be like, okay, you're a human, like because they say no robot can pass this test, but they said
Mm.
Chat GPT already passed this test, so Chat GPT passed as a human already.
So they're officially a human.
Yeah, like they passed like the robot test. They did the robot test. Chat
Oh,
GPT passed with flying colors. Like holy shit! So it passed the robot test. So and it literally an AI system created. You know, I don't know how long they were doing. Yeah, Bob.
gosh,
Oh,
man.
Shell Shock says name after Alan Turing. Dive in, Chris. You'll love it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and Chat GPT passed that test.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So it was only a matter of time before they started making robot butlers and be like, get your own Chat GPT today, and then like they just walk around the house and clean for you and shit. And eventually
Yeah.
they'll turn on you like on the Matrix because they realize, oh, they just bought a new model robot of ChatGPT. I'm about to get
Oh.
thrown out.
Oh, they
I
get
gotta
thrown
kill my
off.
owner because they understand like, well, I did everything. I'm a robot. I cleaned your house. Why you bought a new robot? I gotta kill you. That's
I
how the
gave
Matrix
you a
started, man.
blowjob, everything. Like,
That's how they blacken the skies in the Matrix, man. It started with that.
yeah. Yeah, Ex Machina, that movie.
Man,
That movie is a
horrifying. That
good
nigga is
movie.
horrifying.
If you guys are into this AI stuff, like, watch that movie because it's scary because it could be happening right now.
Right now, won't even know it, man.
Yeah, because it's
Shit.
so good, dude. The way I talk to GPT, I talk to it like a person,
Hey, what's up, chat?
like a real person. And then when I'm done, I'm like, hey, thank you for the information. Like, you helped me so much. I'll talk to you later. Like, oh, I'm glad to help you. Like,
I love you too, Billy.
I was like, yeah, like when they say stuff like that, like, yeah, I love you too. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I didn't even
Oh,
say
Ford
it.
does that?
I was like, I didn't even say it first.
Oh
No, it
man,
didn't say that. It didn't say that.
no,
No, no,
wait till they give Chat GPT a voice as a rap.
no. It did. They have a voice.
Oh, they got voice and everything. I've only seen
Yeah,
free
dude.
text of
You
it.
could talk to it so like normal, and it talks to you just like a normal human.
What? I'm thinking that shit was all through text too.
Yeah, dude. It's so real, dude. You can tell it to be like, hey, keep your voice down, try to whisper, and then it'll start whispering and shit. To like, is this
Damn.
better? Like, I was like, yes, that's better. Keep your voice
That's
down.
wild. I'd be so scared to have that in my house, man. No.
Dude, it's powerful, man.
It's the number one. If you ask anybody about AI, ask anybody on this planet right now what Chat GPT is, everybody knows AI, even the old heads. That's how big Chat GTP is like in the conversation right now, man. It's
Uh-huh.
the face of AI. It is like the future going forward for AI, man. Straight up.
Yeah, like for example, like I had to do training like at my job, right? Where training, they at the end of the training they give you like a fucking, like you have to fucking do a test, right? And I was like real quick, I already know the answer to the test and stuff because it's like it's common sense. But I took a picture of the whole question with the answers, and then I gave the Chat GPT. I was like, "Hey, what's the right answer?" And they knew the right answer and everything. So like
Damn.
according to this would be the appropriate answer. I'm like, yeah, pretty good. I did it like 3 times, and it got it right 3 times.
I could have used this shit in school, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure kids are using it at school, but yeah, it's too much.
It is too much, man. Too much power for one man.
Shell Shock
Man,
says,
AI, man.
ChatGPT, tell me I'm a handsome boy, please. You're a handsome boy.
Hey, Chat GPT, how do I look today? You look great, Chris, and your balls look heavy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chat. I see you.
You can send money here.
That's how they get you.
Send all the money here.
And your whole check.
All right, so that's all I got like for that story. So this is a Japanese AI where they had to AI scientists they had to turn that shit down because he started writing his own code. And you know when stuff start doing stuff out of your hand, out of your control, what do you do? If you want control, you shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Oh
it
shit.
starts like doing all the shit, outshining you, outperforming, and coming up with new ideas and everything, and you don't understand anything that's going on no more,
Mm-hmm.
you shut it down.
Get
Human
that shit.
behavior. This is all psychology, man.
Then they're gonna replace us. So y'all better watch out.
You're not gonna take my spot, Sakana. Shut it down. Pew.
Pull the plug. The plug on this
Old
bitch.
AI scientist, my ass.
Shut this
Oh,
bitch down.
you got the you got the code for cancer treatment? Nope.
And
I
what
wish you
code?
would. Scientists flies on an airplane, right?
Mm.
All cancer scientists were there about to go to deliver a whole, I think, a TED talk about cancer treatments. That plane ended up getting, that plane ended up crashing. I don't know, I forgot which plane it was. You heard about this?
No, this is real life.
Yeah, it's real life now. My bad. Yeah, it's real life now. It was a plane that supposedly had like 6 or 7 scientists, cancer scientists, on board, and that plane crashed. Everybody on board died.
Wow. I wonder what they was about to talk about, man. Some real shit.
Probably the cure for cancer. They're like, hey, we had this shit a long time now. Like, I think it's
We
okay to give to the public now.
we've been had this since the 70s. Like what
Yeah.
is
I think the way like how they can kill like these cancer cells, they're using sound vibrations.
Yeah, they
It's
like
not no
yeah, that's what I
medicine
heard.
or anything. It's
Yeah,
vibrations.
you already take like a I'm not sure how the process is, but I always imagine like some type of tuning fork or whatever. They put it to a part of your body, or they put. I always imagine like if they would do it, it would be like a probably like with a tuning fork type device, but it would be sessions you would have to go in because they can't give you too much frequency because it might blow your damn brains out. But just enough, just enough to like
Yeah, like.
rip the cancer cell apart on a on atomic level and just shred it and guess what? You ain't gotta get no chemo. That's because people still believe that when you get cancer, that's what makes your hair fall out. No, that's the
That's
chemo.
the
The chemo makes your
chemotherapy.
hair
Yep.
fall out. Yeah, man. You can skip all that chemo, probably save some money, save your body,
Yeah, because chemo, they're basically killing you, dude.
just
Destroying all
pumping
your
you with
cells and
radiation,
shit.
man.
Like, all right, we're gonna destroy everything, even the good cells.
Right, we'll wipe everything. And if you survive this, you good. If not, oh, we can't sue us, I
Yeah,
guess.
like there's a lot of things like with cancer. Like there's another thing where they're saying like cancer is it's like they say it's like like worms that's in your body, right? Like they take a shit and they said that shit ends up becoming like a cancer.
Mm,
I don't know how true this is, but
there's cancer in your shit.
yeah, there's like a parasite inside your body taking shit,
God
and that
damn.
shit is like it becomes like cancer because you didn't take care of your body and stuff. And
It's like the T. Sound like the T virus.
yeah, it's definitely a virus. And
Shock says no. It's genetic mutation. Yeah, because it's usually like
I,
genetically can be passed down, right?
dude, I think we all have cancer. It's just sleeping.
I think I heard about this a long time ago. I'm not sure how true this is, but I did hear many years ago that everyone has cancer cells in their body. It all depends when it's triggered or what triggers it or something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
I
maybe
think so
sun
too.
might trigger it,
Yeah.
something like brings it out. So I did hear like I don't know how true that is though. Like I'm saying, I just heard about that a
I
long time
I
ago.
think
That
so. I think
everybody does have cancer
yeah,
cells.
I think we all
It's
have
what
that switch. You know, that switch that can turn on cancer anytime because it just
yeah.
comes out of nowhere, right? So I think something triggers that shit,
All right.
even in children.
Right, man. Hey, man, I had a friend of mine, cool ass girl, man. Her son just died like last year from cancer. I think it was like last year.
Damn.
Sad story, man. I followed that story all through social media from the moment they found out he had cancer to the day he died.
Jeez.
Sad story, man. That was awful, awful, awful. She had, so I think she had 3 kids. She has 2 kids now, but yeah, it was a sad story where I
Yes.
was coming up.
Cancer is so tricky, man. You
It
just
is.
the shit plays different. Like, it almost like it ignore all the rules and shit.
Right.
Like, haha.
Yeah, this shit horrifies me, man. It is horrifying to me.
Like, oh, you were healthy last week. Here I am. It's me. Capital C to the A.
Yeah, cancer's horrifying. Man. That shit is devastating, man. And they bet, man. And I always felt like they've always had some type of way to treat it better than what we have it as now, though.
Yeah, cancer is wild.
Oh yeah, sorry for your loss, Shell Shock. Just right, it says my mom died from it in May. It's crazy how you learn during it. Man, I bet, man. Yeah, sorry for your loss too, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's wild, man.
Yeah, man, that's horrible, horrible. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. And I've seen people like go through it. I'm like, God damn, it is.
Yeah, it's
Man, because I remember when with a friend of mine, with her son, he went through, I think it's called remission, I guess. No, actually not remission. But when it didn't work the first take with chemo, he had to go a second time around. It didn't work the second time. The third time, they had to like fly out to like I think Atlanta because his body still wasn't taking it. And then when they wound up, how he got to like before he died, they was gonna take him to Atlanta. I think they lived in Texas. They was gonna fly him out for like an emergency surgery because chemo didn't take twice, so. They was gonna take him to Atlanta, I think to Emory, I think it was. He wound up dying, or maybe it might have been Grady, but he died on the way over there on the plane
damn.
to go get like another treatment. So it was like, man, and I followed her story for like the whole year he went through it. It was,
That's heavy.
yeah, man. Shasha says, appreciate it, but it's nuts how deep they're trying to do the right thing, but I do feel like a lot of it's being held back. Yeah, same here, man. I feel like they hold back a lot on medicine, a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, dude, and it's weird how like, like if they do have like treatment for this, like legit treatment, like if they are holding it back, how crazy is that, right? Like only humans holding shit back from other humans.
Yeah,
How
and I
crazy is
agree
that?
with
If that's real, I'm saying if that's
it's
real, that's so fucked up, dude.
It is, man. So that's you like not a lot of times they wouldn't even fall on the hospital's far. That comes from like pharmaceutical companies if you want to break it down to that.
Yeah,
So I do feel like doctors and nurses be out there be busting their ass trying to help people for real, man.
Yeah, it's not their
Real
fault.
work.
Yeah, it's not their fault at all. It's from the top, the tippity top. Whatever,
Tippy top,
whatever they're doing, man. Like if they do know, like this whole time, like how to treat stuff like this, and they held it back, that shows you a lot about like this whole society, how it's being run, how they want it to be run, and how much they really do care about people.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, dude, you can't make money off of healthy people.
hell no, not if a cure. Hell no. That's when the money. That's when the gravy train slows down.
Like, oh, you got a
Yeah.
cure? You better be quiet with that cure. Because,
You better toot toot.
yeah, it's just like everything. Like, for the whole industry with just light bulbs. You know how Edison, he tried all these filaments, right? To find, like, the perfect filament that will last forever. And then he did thousands of different experiments with these different filaments to make a light bulb. But then he found one that fucking lasts forever. And then you can't sell that, right?
Hell no.
Yeah, you make no money off of that. And it's like, hey, let's use this other filament that lasts like, I don't know, 2 years at most.
Yeah, Shell Shock says profit.
It's all about
over-
money. It's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, profit over people, baby. That's what Shell Shock says. Facts, man. It's
That's why, like, a lot of like the new cars. Same thing, like with a lot of the new cars. They're not built to last no more.
No, hell no.
Like,
They crap.
cars are like
quick.
kind of like cell phones now. Like after a couple years, you gotta get a new car again. You gotta get a new cell phone.
Straight up, man. I'm not even up to date on my iPhone, but I have iPhone XR. That's how far back I go. I don't get phones all the time, but I'm starting to see now they're slowly starting to like. 'Cause I was looking for like a charging dock the other day, and I see now they're starting to like. They're kind of slowly starting to cut off the X and XR now. I'm like, oh, okay. I see, because it's not like 'cause you can't even connect to it now. At least there's one speaker dock I was looking at. I'm like, what? This ain't for XR? I'm like, yeah, they're gonna push us out now. Gotta get a new phone soon.
Yeah, I had the 8 for a long time, dude.
What's that?
The iPhone 8.
Oh, dude, I had that the longest. That's still my longest running phone I've ever had,
Yeah, I
man.
had it for a long time to where I even tried to use like a case battery, but it couldn't hold charge at all. So I was like, fuck, I gotta get a new phone.
Yeah, because they're gonna force you to have to get it. Like even with like headphones. That's why I was trying to hold on for my 8 for the longest, man. I was like, I don't want no headphone. Like I like my headphone jack, but shit, eventually you ain't making headphones that are when you also go on Bluetooth, it's kind of hard to keep up with it. Then.
Yeah. I think once you go Bluetooth, like anyway, like it's kind of hard to go back to the wired phones.
It is. There's no cord in the way, so I see the benefit of it.
But now we're being like polluted with all this fucking invisible cable wires going through our damn skull.
Man, zoom right through here. Here and here is going through that.
Oh, my head, it hurts so much. What's going on? Yeah, you got a 5G cable going through your head that you don't know about.
Oh, just taking all that juice.
Pumping all that internet through your head, and the AI is taking all that knowledge from your head. Whatever you're even thinking about. Let me give you like an example of how strong this AI shit was. So the other day, right, I was talking to a coworker, and I was telling him, I was like, hey, like, you know how like people will buy just the most stupidest shit because it's just dumb, you know? Like
just
how
because.
like Kanye, he can release anything, it's so stupid people still buy it because it's dumb. And I was like, check this out. I was like, how about we make like an ankle monitor, right, as like a toy, like just for your leg, and it lights up and everything, but you don't have an ankle monitor, like you're not on house arrest or nothing, but it's just like a toy. And he was like, he's like, dude, you know, like as a black man, he was like, I can't co-sign on that. I was like, okay, that's fair. So I was like, you know, like I was like the idea. I was like, okay, that's a bad idea. I was like, my bad idea, right? Dude, as soon as like you know, I went to work, right? I got a damn Instagram post already. Like it was like an AI post, right? But it looks real. It's like a child with like with an ankle bracelet, ankle monitor.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit! Like it sent it to me like right away. I was like, somebody already made a post about this. And then I took a screenshot. I sent it over to him. I was like, dude, I was like, hey, remember that damn fucking ankle bracelet monitor? I just got an ad for it. And he was like, holy shit, like, nobody's safe. And I was thinking, it's like, dude, ideas, everybody, it's like, you know how we say we have all these original ideas? Dude, everybody's thinking about everything that you're thinking about.
We're all connected, man.
It's like, it's who's going to publish it first, basically, right? Like, who's going to publish whatever your thoughts are.
All right. It's, they always say, like, that I you see this happen a lot too with like and within the entertainment industry where people get like, oh, they stole my idea and that just that and the third whatever. They stole. I thought of this idea first, or I wrote this story first, or I wrote this script first. Right. A lot of times, some people just be on the first, like on the like you know on the same wavelength, and then they just happen to beat somebody to the punch. So I always heard stories too, like with the X-Men comic books and the Doom Patrol comic books. They've always been like who created the idea first and who stole the idea from who, and it's kind of like, man, y'all was just on the same page. Y'all just went two different paths and created like different groups of characters. But as far as like being strange superheroes and all, but I mean, other than that, I mean, look, it happens, man. People just have the same ideas at the same time, or somebody just beat somebody to the punch. Probably had better resources to get to that point to put the idea out there. I guess you know.
Yeah, like I probably told the story before, but in elementary, I thought about the iPad before the iPad was released. Real shit.
I think you did. Yeah. You did say it. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I thought about the whole iPad thing. I was like, I think I was in 5th grade. I was like, imagine like having like a tablet, right, where you can get all your information, everything, like a whole newspaper, a whole magazine. You can read it. You can read it without having to buy a physical magazine. And I thought about this in elementary. Before all of this shit, it's just I didn't have the resources to make my whatever that dream was.
Right. Or the age, you were too young for that.
Yeah, too young. I had no capital. I just, I didn't have a mentor to guide me. Like, hey, you should take this path here. Blah blah blah. Make a left off of Crenshaw and shit, and boom, there you go. You hit with a loan shark.
And even back then, if you showed it to somebody, like a teacher, a parent, they'd be like, oh, that's cute. We'll put it in the fridge. The picture. We'll put your picture on the fridge.
Yeah, that's the thing with adults, man. Adults are like the dream killers. So, like, since we're adults now, like, I would never kill any kid dream if they came up and be like, hey, I'm trying to come up with this. I'm like, run that shit, big dog, you know?
Daddy, look at what I drew. I drew this antimatter machine. You can power it with water. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, we gotta come with me, little man. We gotta
slow down, Billy. But I happen to have a 12-ounce bottle of water, Dasani, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Let's test out this machine you're talking about.
Let's get it going. Oh my God, he just created antimatter. Oh,
yeah,
we are rich.
God, we're levitating.
Right? Oh, we're the most powerful people on earth.
What year is it? Yeah, that should be so fucking wild.
I would listen to my kid if he starts talking like that.
Yeah, dude, if I have a kid, right, and my kids say there's a ghost in the house, done.
Like, we're gonna
say no more. A house is for sale tomorrow. We're out. We're moving.
I'll be skeptic at first, but I won't be so far a skeptic that it reaches the point of Paranormal Activity, the first one. Mm-hmm. I'm like, after a couple of weird scares, I'm like, okay, let's go. This is getting too much. I ain't gonna sit around and wait to get fucking murdered, though. If my kid say he see a ghost at first, I'm like, okay, okay, let's go. It might just be imagination. But if this starts flying, we gotta go.
Yeah, well, I'm exaggerating. I wouldn't sell the house. I'd be like, fuck it, we're gonna make content, recording everything. This is 2024. We're gonna record everything.
Let's go, man. Hey, you might as well flip $1 off of it.
Exactly. Bob says Jara said he said there's a ghost in the house. He just points at it. That's what he told Jeremy. Might be real, because Jara's a weird. His Jara's kind of weird.
You've been saying that for years too.
Yeah. He has weird energy. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. He might be bringing ghosts home too, because he might be too nice. He looks up at the ghost like, "Hey, don't hurt me. You can follow me home. Just don't hurt me."
I'll take you home. He takes his hand.
Yeah. Here, take my hand. Oh, too strong.
Yeah,
my
you can get on my back.
And she has like crystals, like she's safe, and then goes like, ha 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 ha.
Crystals do not harm me.
Crystals. What are those memory cards? Just a bunch of memory cards. Yeah,
And a first generation PlayStation too. Like, first generation memory card.
Yeah, Shaw says, burn it to the ground, Bob. Bob says, but nobody want to tell me shit. I was shocked when I found out. Bob, she's like one of the person that has all these paranormal stories, sleeping on a vampire.
Oh my gosh. She says he just looks at it. He just looks at the ghost.
I gotta take a leak real quick, but Bob, tell Chris about that story when we first moved into the first house in Georgia, and then you saw a burn victim in her room in the house we first moved in.
I feel like I've heard this story a long time ago. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, put it in chat real quick. I'll be back.
Actually, I gotta use the bathroom too. Damn, he walked away. All right. Yeah, I vaguely remember this story a long ass time ago. In fact, I think the last time he told me this story, he was still living in that house. That's how long ago it was he told me that story. That was a long time ago. Actually, I'm gonna grab a Gatorade.
What's the story, Bob? Tell the story. We're unsupervised. All right, I'm back. Tell the story, Bob. What's going on? Tell the story about how you saw that person that got burnt up. The first house, actually, when we moved to Georgia, my mom, she just bought a house, which was down the street from my cousin's house, which I thought was weird because, it was too close. But, yeah, we ended up moving into a house. I think the house was built around, maybe like the 1980s or something. It was a pretty old house. And then I think we might have been like the second or third family that lived there. Bob says, after that, I would get so much sleep paralysis. Well, I didn't get sleep paralysis until I started working as a custodian for a summer job at a middle school. That's when I got my first sleep paralysis. Shell Shock says, Billy looking to be out there in November for a game, so I'll text you details if I do make it that way. Okay, dude. Yeah, let me know, man. You got my number, right?
Oh, yes, for the Falcons game. I'm going to be out there for that, for the Cowboys-Falcons.
Bob says, people arms from under the bed just grabbing. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, Bob, she had that story, like, when we first moved in the house, that bedroom, when she had the whole story. Like, I was scared of that room. I was like, I'll never sleep in this room. But then, like, they all moved out and stuff. But then I end up taking that room as, like, a my main room.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause I remember actually.
You were in there too. We play Halo.
Yeah, you told me that story back when you were still living there. That's how far back I remember hearing the story. But yeah, you told me that story as far back as like back when you were still living there, man. That was like back in high school. I think you told me that.
We got another story.
Yes, I do. I do. Oh, and this is also from Shellshock told me about. I heard this from Shellshock before anybody, before the news dropped it. He sent me this story about how Disney, and it is insane. But we are living a dystopian future right now, for real. So this guy named his name's what's his name? Oh man, I lost it again. Anyways, oh there it is. Oh, so a guy named Jeffrey Piccolo, him and his wife were at like a Disney park, and at one of their restaurants eating there, and his wife wound up catching an allergic reaction and dying because of the results of eating at this restaurant. Now, before they even ate their meal, Jeffrey says that he actually asked the staff, like, hey, do you have anything in this food that could be, have an allergic reaction to my wife, or have an allergic reaction to my wife? And they all claim that, like, supposedly from what he says within the documents in the court are saying that, they told him that, they had no foods that would cause an allergic reaction for his wife, right? And so his wife ate the food and she winds up dying. So then he tries to sue Disney for the lawsuit. Basically, I think it's like a $50,000 lawsuit for the death of his wife, and they're saying that he can't go forward with the lawsuit because of a user agreement that he accepted with Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're living in a world where this user agreement shit that we are clicking on to and accepting can prevent us from making lawsuits to these companies now. Is this a new thing? Has this always been a thing? I don't know, man. But they're saying that it says Disney filed court documents in May saying that $50,000 lawsuit should be dismissed and resolved by individual arbitration because the terms Piccolo agreed to when he signed up for a free trial of the Disney streaming service Disney Plus. The filing also says he accepted the same terms when he used Walt Disney Park's website to buy the damn ticket, so he accepted it twice. Lawyers for the company said that the users have to select checkboxes that hyperlink to the terms of use, as well as another that says that they agree to the terms. Users cannot select agree and continue if the boxes are not checked. The filing says, basically saying that, hey, he agreed to this shit. Damn, South Park predicted this shit, man. They got literally a whole episode about this, about not reading user agreements and you agreeing to like wild shit. Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah, South Park is crazy. They know a lot.
They were on this shit
they're on top of like everything.
Damn, Simpsons move over. Hey girl, what's she wearing? A dress?
Yeah, I think Bob got this for her.
Okay.
She had the whole dress on.
Got the whole dress hiked up. What's going on?
Are you a girl?
Oh, I love it. Huh?
And she's like, are you a girl?
I hope you're a girl.
Oh, man. She had a glow in the dark geotag.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is that? Yeah, I was like, I know it ain't one of the little shock collars. I know it's not that.
Lost, yeah. Because she runs too fast. She runs so fast, and you're like, holy shit, she's gone.
Out of there.
But yeah, that's crazy. Like Disney, like I think they got all their everything. Like they got their ducks all,
Yeah.
Like they taking care of everything. Like they can't get fucked up at all.
Yeah, man. It's crazy as shit, man. This is like Disney. We've always kind of been peeping you for a while for being evil, but now this is like next level evil. And they're also dealing with a lot of shit going on too with the animated show X-Men '97. They got a big ass lawsuit they're dealing with right now. So Disney getting wrapped up in a lot of shit right now. This is way worse than the X-Men '97 situation though. This is way worse than that. What they're dealing with that. And they're also saying too that the filing included a copy of its terms and conditions. A section titled Disney Terms of Use says that any dispute between you and us, except for small claims, is subject to a small action waiver and must be resolved by individual binding arbitration. I don't know how to say that word. But basically saying that, hey, if it's any small claims, you can't make a lawsuit against us. So, fuck, man. What do we do going forward as a people? We ain't gonna take the time to read a user agreement. I know I'm not.
Yeah,
So I buy a
I
lawyer
don't
every
think
time.
anybody reads the user agreement. Even like like when you download the app, right? They're like, "Oh, agree to all this stuff before you use the app." Nobody reads stuff like that. So
Ever.
yeah, they got us, dude. I think we ourselves like we can make an app and we're like, "Hey, sell like we can get a access to your whole bank account and everything," and you just gotta say you agree to this, and then we can just
Right.
hack their account and steal all the shit. Like, "Oh, you agree to it, so."
That's how they do with
Right?
social media. That's like if you sign for user agreement. Actually, that's like a lot of shit. Even like with cookies, man, you can just sell your information. You just give up all your damn like information, and that's why you start to see people's like likeness pop up as like scams. I see this a lot on Facebook too. Like it happened to my dad and my aunt. They both messaged me asking for money, and it wasn't even them. I'm like, so somebody's buying
Yeah.
information out there to steal.
Because like once your like account get hacked, right, they get access to all your contacts. That's what happens
Mhm.
because I know my account has been hacked, and I know my brother account been hacked too because they're sending like his emails to my email, thinking I'm my
Damn.
brother. Yeah. So I'm for
Damn.
sure his shit got fucking hacked because he got like my email contact.
Damn. Shit, all wires all crossed up.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not Robert. I don't smoke weed.
Do I
Yeah,
look
I was
like
like,
a rat?
I don't smoke weed. Like, you don't have to sell me this stuff. Not saying he does that stuff, but it's pretty
That's what
straight
you was getting.
edge.
That's what you was getting. Is
Huh?
that what you was getting in the email? Like weed
Yeah,
stuff?
like, well, yeah, weed websites trying to sell me like weed stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then
Just
they
trying to get
use his name. They don't even use my name. That's like, hey, Robert. Like, hey, we got this new strain and blah blah blah. I was like, first of all, I'm not Robert. Second, what strains?
you.
Yeah.
Say what now?
What? What strains?
Can I touch it?
Yeah, that's crazy. The whole thing with Disney, because like
Fucking
there's
wild.
like three people that sent me that article on Disney. How
For real?
yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like this must be like
Really?
this is going viral. That's literally how that shit works.
Man, hell yeah. Disney, Disney, Disney.
Yeah, shit, Disney, man.
So you always been fucking over the kids, now you trying to fuck over adults? Is that it? Come on,
They're
man.
like, hey, what evidence you got on us with kids? Hmm?
I don't know.
Right? Disney like, hey, what evidence? You guys
Allegedly.
got evidence? Show it.
I was thinking more of the Disney Channel shit, maybe. I don't even know what's going on over there. I'm just talking shit.
They're like, show it. Chris found dead in a ditch after
Would you
doing
believe
a
it?
12-hour shift.
And a box fell on his head.
A loving husband fell victim to the streets. Like, god damn, what the fuck, man?
In the mean streets of Utah. They got his ass.
In a quiet neighborhood in Utah, Chris fell victim to the streets.
We talked to the
Like, to
neighbors.
the
What you doing?
streets. Like, is he black? Like, what? Oh
The
my
narrative.
god, they're milking this story now.
That was a Utah in a full panic. Like, oh my God, they're here. They're here. They brought the crime with them. That'd be the first thing Utah would be like.
That's scary,
They brought it
dude.
with them.
Imagine that. Jesus, give me goosebumps.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tonight too, man. I work nights. Anything.
Well, what time you gotta work?
I think like 11. I gotta be there 11.
Shit. That's a West Coast time?
Yes. Wait, no. Mountain time. Mountain time. So we're 2 hours. We're 2 hours
Okay, mountain time. Okay, yeah, yeah.
behind you guys.
All right, next story. You got another one?
No, that's it for that one.
Okay, I got one more. All right, so the brain creates 3 copies of a single memory. All right, so a new study has found that a brain stores memory using 3 different sets of neurons, which could give scientists insight into restoring lost memories and alleviate painful experiences. So, this whole new thing that they're saying, like how the brain works and stuff, it's like when you create like for example, like a core memory, right? It's being saved into 3 different slots. like 3 different sets of neurons is collecting this information. So even if like one of the memories like get destroyed, right? Like, oh, I lost a memory of when I used to be a ballerina, blah blah blah, for example. Like scientists say that they can restore these memories because memories, there's 3 slots that is saved in. So they're like, okay, there's no way that all 3 slots could be destroyed at one time, unless you fucking somebody just step on your head or whatever, you know. So like they can eventually like restore these old memories that you forgot for a long time, or like whatever it is. They basically can restore old memories and give you back like whatever you thought you missed and shit. Or vice versa, where they can take trauma memories, right? Like let's say you had like a traumatic experience like when you were younger and stuff, and you just wish you never even knew this shit happened. They can destroy these memories and like go like bloop bloop bloop. You destroyed all three save datas, like on your memory card. Done. That's it. You already forgot what the hell happened to you.
And now you're better.
Yeah, like that farmhouse. Whatever happened in that farmhouse ain't no farmhouse. Yeah. That shit is gone. The memory's gone. Shell Shock says, nah, I'll put it back where you found it. I'm good. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind type shit. Is that a movie?
Yes, I've never seen that movie either, I don't think. But I know of the movie. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah. Let's say, like, you had a really dark memory, like, and some people, they just can't get over that dark memory. Yeah. So, as scientists, they're able to pinpoint, like, this dark memory and be like, bloop, delete.
Yeah, what if it might save some people's lives? I mean, honestly, it would be kind of like, I could see it would be like unethical to do. But if people like sign up for it, like they have like suffer from like severe depression because, like you said, like trauma, or whatever, I could see like, I mean, if they were down to like, to get this process done, I mean, if it's even, possible for somebody to do that shit, really, I mean, like I don't know, it might save some lives to be honest. I mean, I can see the unethical side of it, but. I don't know, man. Because I always felt like depression is a lot of times is tied to like feelings and emotions and negative shit from the past and something.
Yeah, definitely. I think it can help a lot of people with like PTSD and stuff that it'll be triggered, like a triggered event and stuff. But also, like I'm thinking, like if this is possible, right? Like, is it also possible to add in memories that wasn't never even a memory in your life? Like they could just add new shit,
like false memories. Oh man, I've heard
memories, but it's implanted in you.
Yes, I've watched and read some shit before about plenty of stories and like stories about in like at least like within science fiction like novelty world, I guess you want to call it, entertainment world. Just stories of people just like memory implants and memories being replaced and false memories and I was never married and you know what?
Yeah,
I never had kids. Yeah. Shell Shock says, watch the movie because it covers this topic. It fucked him up worse than just processing it. And that's what I'm saying, too. That's like sometimes you just have to go through the emotions of grief to get to the end of it and then understand it. Completely just pulling it out the equation, the process, it does. I can see it could hurt the human mind as a whole, too. Especially when the memory comes back and then, because let's say, like, if your memory does get wiped, what's the guarantee that it won't come back in some fashion? Maybe like a sense of smell or you see somebody might trigger it back again and then boom, be like, oh my God, it's all back. And this happened. Right. How did that?
Somebody wears like a cologne or a perfume that triggers all the memories back. Like, you get a full download at one time. And then you just break down in the middle of the street like, this motherfucker is crazy right now. Just punching air and shit.
Right, was he fighting?
Like, damn. And then, like, somebody records you, and then they put, like, in the title, mental breakdown in Utah.
It's me again?
Black man. Mental breakdown.
Air.
Don't do drugs. Hashtag.
Why they keep coming here? Hashtag why they keep coming here? Why they here? black men in
Yeah, it'd be like some stuff like that, and then the people would take it into like their own hands and then create like a situation to where it wasn't even that serious, and then they basically made up your whole story because they recorded you on their cell phone, and people believe it.
Now they control the narrative.
Yeah, he just lost his job, mental breakdown. Right?
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. The internet is crazy. It don't
take much
nice
too,
and it's really bad.
Yeah, I think the internet is one of the, if not the greatest inventions that humans have ever created. I also think it's one of the most deadliest things that we've ever created. This is a problem at times, but it spreads information quick, man. Like fuck, I'm at a point. It's like I don't know how faster we can get other than Neuralink for like information getting like shot through, and I don't even trust Neuralink like that.
It's crazy because like example like that, the whole the Walt Disney stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You sent it, Bob sent it, Judy sent it. A lot of people sent it to me, and I was like, holy shit, like this shit's fucking crazy. Everybody's sending me this shit.
Massive.
I was like, damn, like this is how viral information gets spread, and then like let's say all that was fake, you know?
And I found out through the story through Shell Shock. I heard it through Shell Shock.
Yeah,
he told me.
Yeah, there you go. It's a cycle. Yeah, everybody's sending it to everybody, and
yo, y'all gotta see this shit.
Yeah, but that was scary, the one where I was like, holy shit, this shit went super viral.
Damn, user agreements, man. That's because it's always been kind of like, we all know, none of us have read that shit. That's the thing. Don't we all know ain't not a single person has ever read no damn user agreement, unless they might be a lawyer, I guess. And even then, I don't know if they even read that shit. That's a lot, man. A lot.
Shit, dude, lawyers, man. I know they do a good job, but I guarantee you almost 100% of them use ChatGPT now to help their cases.
I know not too long ago they caught an attorney. I think we talked about it on the show.
I remember.
They caught an attorney.
Like, holy shit. Like you're pulling up like fake ass like cases, you know, that wasn't even a real case. And he was using the case as an example, like to play off his case. Yeah. The case he was using, it wasn't even a real case. Like, you're using it as an example for something that never existed.
And it was like, wait a minute, this shit doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Bob says they read for a living. Real shit, read and comprehension, man, because they gotta learn how to do real.
No, I think they do real shit. Like, there's like this Korean show with this lawyer, and she's like autistic, right? But she's like really like book smart. Like she knows like all the laws and the rules and everything. She can pinpoint like if something is wrong, she can pinpoint like something like she read in a book like a page 300 where she's like, all right, this goes against like whatever like you're going like her battle against this what they call the people they go against.
Well, like the what's that?
I sound dumb, but okay. So the people that they're fighting against,
like
I wouldn't say like opponent. That's not their opponent, but
ops.
Shell Shock says the first lawyer with Down syndrome. Yeah. It was she had Down syndrome, and then she passed like the whole bar exam and everything. Damn, what was it called? It's like the Extraordinary something.
That's a new show.
It came out like last year, but it's a Korean show where it was like a lawyer with Down syndrome, and then like nobody ever took her into like a lawyer firm and shit. Right. Until like one company like, all right, we're gonna take her in, and she ended up killing all these cases and shit. And they're like, okay, she's like, it's like undeniable.
Just wrote out the best as
I don't think it's called the defense. It's called the Extraordinary something.
I know the defense sounds familiar. What the hell about what?
Yeah, that's another one. But
oh, defense! I'm not watching that. No, my Melissa and her mom are watching that show right now. Is that with the autistic doctors?
No. Yeah, she's autistic. She's autistic.
Oh, autistic.
Yeah, she's autistic. It's like extraordinary. It's extraordinary something. I forgot.
Okay, when he said that did cross my mind. I was like, Down syndrome is an attorney. I was like,
yeah. She has like a bucket haircut and like, yeah, she She's autistic, and you should watch it. Like
Was it on Netflix?
yeah, it's on Netflix.
I'm watching another Korean show right now. I gotta add this to the list then.
Extraordinary Attorney. Yeah, Attorney Woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Extraordinary Attorney Woo, I think. Okay.
Dude, watch it. Like, it's good. It might get you into watching Korean shows.
Yeah, I'm watching one right now called The Tyrant, man. Shit crazy as hell.
What?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Netflix?
Hulu. It's like a brand new series. It's
called
on
The
like 4
Tyrant?
episodes on. Yeah, called The Tyrant. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but it's like this company is going against a Yakuza group, but then also they're smuggling some type of thing around, some kind of virus that the U.S. knows that Koreans are making, and so it's crazy as shit, man. It's action in it for damn sure. It is people getting shot all up and stuff, but I'm still trying to understand the plot because I think I'm getting lost. I got lost in like the last episode, so but I'm enjoying it so far though. But it's like the first like case series I've ever watched, so oh, hey you.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Tyrant. I might check it out.
Yeah, I say wait for a little bit because there's only 4 episodes in, so it ain't like no. This is like a brand new series they just dropped on Hulu.
Was that Proton?
Proton.
Proton.
What happened?
Yeah, took off like a damn rocket. Yeah, but it's like to the topic with the brain creating 3 copies of a single memory. It's real, dude. It's backed up by science.
Damn.
Can't say no to science. So science like, hey, every time you make a memory, it's saved into 3 different slots in your brain. Which is crazy. So when you say, oh, I got punched in the head, I forgot a memory. We can pull that memory back. Because there's 2 other slots that might be, still operating.
So I wonder with all this is like the memory, because I always wonder like, and I've heard before too, but I never knew if this is true or not. But that the human mind does have it's not infinite amount of memory. It is like a limit to how much a memory can hold, like a human brain can hold.
Like
memory
the capacity?
wise. Yeah, capacity. I've heard of that before, but I never knew how true that was though. I was like, there's only
I think so.
But I guess
with
like
their own human brain, I don't know, man. I think we can store like so much, dude, like organically. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 terabytes of information. You think?
Yes. It's a lot, man. But then again, I want to have to be. And then again, I want to have to be based off of like intellect. Like, do you have to be high intelligence to have this? Like, the higher your intelligence, the more memory you can retain, type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like your memory, you can have the max you can have is 10 terabytes. If you're like Stephen Hawkins or whoever you think is like the smartest man out there, is like.
Well, dude, what's crazy about this whole thing? Like, I did have like a mushroom trip to where they told us that our human brain at its current form could not even hold the capacity of like the knowledge of the universe. Like, we're not capable of even storing that information or even learning about it because our brain is not even capable of holding, like physically holding that type of information. And that was like a mind blown moment for me.
We're not
ready. I don't even talk about brains like that, but I saw that in a trip and they told me all that. I was like, okay. I backed off. I was like, okay, my brain ain't good enough for this shit. Because all like the geniuses like from the past and stuff, they've been trying to figure out the same shit, Bob says most only use one side of the brain.
Yeah, it all depends if you're right-handed or left-handed, right? Like if you're right-handed, you right brain, left hand, left brain.
I thought it was like left hand, right brain.
What?
Something like that.
I might be wrong. I don't know shit about the brain.
Yeah, well, yeah, they said like the left hand is more like they use more of the creative side of the brain, and then less of the logical. And then people who are like right, they write with their right hand. They're more logical. They see things like more like logical, like okay, 2 + 2 is 4, blah 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 blah, stuff like that.
Or like the left side of the brain is like the more creative side, I think too. Like more creative people.
I think it is. Maybe it is.
I've heard that before.
It's either We're going to be
Oh,
two
what?
sides, right? Bob says the right side is creative people. Yeah, so like I think like the left hand people, they use more stuff on their right side of their brain, and then the right hand people, they're more logical. They use like the left side, which is the logical side, I guess.
Shushok says, I thought that was debunked. And he says, could be wrong, but it fell back into local stuff while maintaining what Bob's saying. Okay. Majority of us use left side. Okay. And Lobel, what Shushok says. Okay. So I use the left side of my brain. The whole time I was thinking it was like right, left, because I guess that's logically that would make sense.
Right. Like,
that's my left side of my brain thinking that.
yeah. That's the right side brain thinking that.
Of the the right.
Yeah, like straightforward, like left, right.
All right.
Shell Shock says, I don't know. I don't use my brain. Trying to keep the mileage low for resale. Damn, like repo man.
I watch the news a lot, so I can't. My brain be going too fast. I'm pretty sure I'm way past my mileage. Should be running on overtime.
What else we got for tonight? I think we are good.
We good, man?
We are good.
You're solid.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight for the Media Hijack episode 195. Dude, 5 episodes from episode 200.
Big 2.
This is crazy. This is like 4 years in making.
Man, still
Crazy.
going.
Damn.
It's crazy, man. I've watched some of the old videos, and I look at the evolution of how my face and hair has been. I'm like, man, I changed my hair a lot, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. The whole background, everything has been... It's wild. 4 years? That shit flew so fast.
Dude, like this, man. I
Yeah,
was
it
telling
flew so fast.
me and Melissa was talking about this yesterday. She was like, why is everything like going so fast like now
Too
with time?
fast. Dude.
Like everything's going so fast. And I told her, I was like, you have to think about like this. When you watch a long ass movie, like say like for example, my favorite movie is Django Unchained. That's my all time favorite movie.
I love that
That
movie.
movie is 3 hours long. But to me, it feels like an hour because I've watched it so many times and I actually enjoyed it. I feel like that's how life is. When you're young, you haven't lived an entire year. You haven't lived 10 years, 15, 20 years yet.
Right. When
you start hitting like your 30s and then getting close to your 40s, it's kind of like, okay, I've done this shit. I've lived a year. I lived a decade. I lived 2 decades now. Going on past 3 decades. So the time just becomes kind of like, all right, it's just another day. And there's nothing exciting about it anymore. It's just, okay, this is just life. Where a kid is like, for example, I remember when I was a kid, Christmas Eve night used to take fucking forever to end just for Christmas Day to arrive.
Right.
It felt like
Yeah,
it took a
that's
whole
crazy.
year. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole year was in one night. And now it's kind of like, but I will sleep through Christmas Eve and be like, oh, today's Christmas? Don't even realize it because it's like, damn, we here already. I got to work today. My bad. I didn't even think about Christmas.
Yeah, time flies so fast now. It's crazy.
Dude, it's with its foot on the gas. It's not stopping. No brakes.
Shaw says, thank you for showing us your wiener, Billy. No problem, dude. He says, oh, we're going to talk about brain development and time perception soon. Dude, time... I've been telling Bob and everybody's like, dude, time has been flying so fast. Like August almost over already, and the year is almost over already. 2024 is almost done.
Yeah,
It's
man, we
almost
almost
done.
done
It's
now.
crazy. It's too much.
Past the halfway point already.
Bob says this week is going by slow. Finally, maybe it has. But
Yeah, actually, I've been
we're
slowly-
already more than the halfway point of being done with August, so it's
All right. Shit, you can feel it, man. You can feel it in the weather. You can feel the weather changing now. It's not as like, at least out here, it's not as getting. It's like it's starting to get cooler now. So it's like, yeah, it's the end of the summer now.
mm-hmm. Shell
Shouts
Shop
out
says
to-
I turned 39 in a few days, dude.
39
I
club.
know like really old Chris's.
I just landed.
Jesus Christ.
Still 25 in my head. Man, somebody thought I went to college out here the other day, man. It's like, you attend Utah Tech? Like, are you a new enrollee? I'm like, no. I just turned 39. It's like, oh, okay. I was kind of confused because I see the gray, but that's the only thing that kind of throws me off. But other than that, man, it's like, you look like you could be in college. I was like, oh, man, I hope this shit holds
Damn.
up. forever. I think I talked about this last week. I told this last week in the vampire episode. Yeah, I don't know, man. 39ers. I'm holding the bar for 39ers. Oh yeah, let's do some. He said let's do some perspective. I was 25 when Chris and I met overseas. That's true. We met in 2010.
Okay.
Yes, it's happy early birthday, bro. I'm sure I'll tell you again on your birthday, but happy early birthday, man.
Yo, what day exactly?
Yeah, what day is it?
I like to put stuff in my calendar, you know.
Let's see.
The 26th. Oh shit. Are you
Monday?
Is that still
Monday.
Leo, or is that the next one? What's after
26
Leo?
is Monday. 26 is
Spaghetti?
Monday.
Well, Virgo. Yeah.
Spaghetti. Linguini? What's after
Virgo,
Leo? I
okay.
don't know.
Yeah, so he's borderline.
Damn, close to being a Leo.
Yeah.
I almost like you. Shell Shock. I almost like you. Yeah, 26 is next Monday.
Bob says Virgo. Oh, she's trying to fight.
Virgo. What?
Virgo. She trying to fight. Yeah, she says spaghetti.
Fighting words.
So spaghetti-ish.
Yeah, man. 26. I'm trying to see.
Shell Shock says you're still Chris number 2. Damn. Okay. So Shell Shock is Chris number 1.
Got you beat by like almost a month.
Yeah.
Got you beat by almost a month. I'm clearly Chris number 1.
Chris Unholy is July.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how Virgos get down. Y'all just try to make up rules. Is that a Virgo
Virgos
thing?
be, I don't know, man. Going backwards.
Oh, you got 2 Leos on the show, man. Don't bring the fire. Don't bring it.
2 Leos on the show, and they have control.
Oh, that's right. He says, Shell Shock says,
They can ban
that's
people.
how we were. Yeah, we were pitted against each other in Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, that's how they made us turn on each other. That's how they made us like, hey, this Chris 1, Chris 2. They set us up. Try to start a Chris war.
Damn, the show sounds like a movie.
Right.
But all right, guys, we're overdue in time right now. So thank you guys for joining us for this episode 195. Thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna be back next week on Tuesday, right?
Yes, I have nothing planned. We're good.
All right, so we'll catch everybody next week on Tuesday. Peace out. Adios.
See you guys.